Now, the search continues for an inmate who jumped from a moving vehicle near the Synder and I-71 interchange. Wave News crew witnessed the daring escape on I-71 around 8:30 this morning. That set off a massive search that put schools on lockdown and forced businesses to close. This is the man police are looking for, Norman Wolf. He's been locked up in Metro Corrections on burglary and escape charges and was being transported to court hearing in Trimble County when he escaped. Now, this is the area where this all happened, right near the Paddock Shops, Norton Brownsboro Hospital, and Kentucky Country Day School. Police have been searching for Wolf for more than 6 hours now, using a helicopter and canine officers, but he may not be in that area anymore. Wave News reporter Kennedy Hayes has been following the search and talked with people nearby. She's live with the details. Kennedy.
Yeah, so Myra, first we came across a man. He was standing outside his house, looking around, listening to police scanners, and he actually helped lead us to an address where he says officers were saying the inmate forced a person to drive him in their car. He says that happened at Running Water Farm on Brownsboro Road near Goose Creek Road. There, an anonymous source tells us the inmate, Norman Wolf, came through the woods and ended up in the back of their property. That's where he says Wolf abducted two people, a farm employee and someone who lives there. We saw detectives talking to those victims. The source also told us Wolf claimed he had a gun and demanded them to drive and drop him off at Zorn Avenue near Champions Field. Now, the source tells us both of those victims are not injured. Obviously, they are very shaken up. And as far as the search, that is ongoing. But of course, as soon as we get updates from police, we will bring those to you, and we'll be out here the next several hours. For now, reporting live, Kennedy Hayes, Wave News.
All right, thank you so much, Kennedy. And our Wave News team was right behind the car and watched as Norman jumped out of the window. Olivia Russell explains what she saw.
Our crew was driving down I-71 North when all this happened. This was around 8:40 this morning. I noticed something hanging out of the window of a black SUV. And when we got closer, we noticed it was a person in an orange inmate jumpsuit hanging out of that open window. I saw an officer with one hand on the wheel looking back and forth between the inmate and the road ahead of him, trying to figure out exactly what to do. Because keep in mind, he's driving about 60 miles per hour going down 71. So this is video I took on my cell phone of when that officer decided to turn onto the Gene Snyder. We ended up turning around and meeting back up with them. Now this is video on the Gene Snyder. I talked to the LMPD officer who met up with that black SUV. I told him what I saw, and he said, yep, we're looking for him right now. We've learned that's Norman Wolf. We watched as the chopper went up. We saw a police canine search the area, as well as LMPD officers, plus ATF agents also assisting in this search. And keep in mind, this is a really brushy area too, plus hotels, businesses, even the Paddock Shopping Center nearby. So they definitely wanted to secure this area throughout that search. We've also learned that Wolf was due to be in court in Trimble County this morning. You have to take I-71 North to get there, so that's likely where he was headed when all this happened. Reporting in East Louisville, Olivia Russell, Wave News.